Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the surface trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the Assembly, I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough! The Assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions. Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the Assembly of the Clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
I'm a Grey Warden. Don't you recognize me?
Forgive me. I am so exhausted. I completely forgot about the message from the gate guard. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
There's a blight coming.
Troubling, but it will still seem distant compared to the empty throne. The Assembly is blind to all else.
So who has the authority to aid me in this?
Dulan Verender, Harriman's man, can be found at the Harriman estate. Vartag Gavorn, Prince Balin's second, is often here in the Assembly. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
Great. Already spoken to that asshole.
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulan Verender, second to Lord Harrimont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
I'd like to speak with this Lord Harrimont.
In an ordinary time, Lord Harrimont would be honored to meet you. Unfortunately, we've already caught more than one of Balin's spies approaching Harrimont under a pretense of friendship. So I'm afraid I won't be able to take your word. If you want to speak to Harrimont, you will need to prove he can trust you.
Well, these games are bullshit. This treaty means you guys have to help.
You're asking the King of Orzammar to send armies to the surface, but Orzammar has no king and we have no army. Right now, the men who should be fighting Darkspawn are brawling in the street. If this situation is not resolved, we face civil war. If you want Lord Harrimont's time now, you'll have to prove you have no intention of turning against him later.
So, you want the whole world to wait for this bullshit?
If you wish to show you have no loyalty to Balin, then work against him in Harrimont's name. Balin is hosting a proving today, supposedly to honor his father's memory. The Deshers take it very seriously, and unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrimont's best fighters into stepping down.
Are you saying you want me to enter this proving?
It would certainly make your loyalties loud and clear. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrimont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
I like a good fight. Let's go to this fucking proving.
Excellent. The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the Proving Master and tell him you're entering Lord Harrimont's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Baisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
Well, this is a shitty situation.
News of the hour. Support Lord Harrimont at your own peril. Darkspawn will overrun Orzammar within the year if he becomes king. Experts say.
That sounds like bullshit.
News of the hour. 3 more clans endorse Lord Harrimont as the true voice of the dwarven folk. Is Paragon Hood far behind?
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that? Bronca didn't go alone, Ogren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat?
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
Well, somebody's an asshole.
Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled.
Who the fuck is Ogren?
Ogren's a drunken wretch. He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Bronca. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino.
And who the fuck is Bronca?
The only paragon in the last 4 generations. Quite an honor for a girl from the Smith caste.
Is that what you two were arguing about, this Bronca?
It's been 2 years since Bronca left. No one has ever stayed in the deep roads that long and survived. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Ogren wants to keep risking lives searching.
Why does Ogren give a shit about this Bronca?
She's still his wife, isn't she?
Oh.
Even if she took their entire house into the deep roads and abandoned him.
Bronca was married to that drunk.
Well, before she was a paragon, she was just a smith, and Ogren was one of the best warriors of his generation.
So, why did Bronca go into the deep roads?
Chasing some old treasure. She was quite secretive. Outright rude, really. She said she never asked to found a house, that she didn't care about politics, and that we were too self-absorbed to defeat the Darkspawn. She actually threatened anyone who said they'd come after her.
Okay, yeah, I'm going now.
If you see any guardsmen, tell them Ogren was at it again. So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs with providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia's not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well, looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
You get out of here. This is private business.
Looks more like bullshit to me.
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carta's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
Take a good look. Do you really want to start this?
Whoa, whoa. All right, you win. I'm not gonna die for 10 lousy sovereigns.
Go on, get out of here, asshole.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude.
What do you know about this Jarvia?
I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. They used to be a problem only in Dusttown, but now they're in the commons, shaking honest men down for coin.
So what do you know about the Carta?
A band of casteless thugs. They're to blame for all the crime in Orzammar these days. They're criminals, and the children of criminals. The ancestors themselves declared them irredeemable.
Let's see what you got for sale.
I'm showing you the lowest prices I can afford, I assure you.
Good.
Did you wish to make an offering after all?
Was there something you wanted someone to do?
My son Ruck is missing in the deep roads. You seemed sympathetic. It would mean a lot to me to have him back safely, or even to recover his body for a proper funeral.
What would you give for a safe return?
You're asking what I would pay for your services? I have little money since my husband died. But wait, I saved his shield, the masterpiece my husband smithed. I was saving it for Ruck's return. If someone were to find my son or his body, they can have the shield with my blessing.
Sure, what the hell, I'll go look for him if I'm out there.
How? There is no way except to brave the deep roads yourself.
Yeah, I'm a Grey Warden. That's what I do.
Warden? So you could do it?
Yeah.
Only wardens face the deep roads without a company backing them.
Yep.
Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers. Please, find me as soon as you return.
Is it true all the wardens are dead?
No, there's one right here.
How many other forms can the Swamp Witch become?
Several.
Can it become a golem?
Seeking companionship, are you?
If it could become a golem, I simply wonder why it would not stay that way. It is a superior form.
No, I cannot become a golem. I can learn to become animals, and each form must be learned anew.
And how does it learn a form? Does it read about it somewhere?
It is not a talent one can read from books. You must copy a creature's soul.
I do not understand.
Nor should you. Rock is unchanging. Allow it to stay that way.
What do they have to prove? They're all soft, filthy things that are going to die.
The proving will begin shortly. I'm sure you can find a place in the stands. Or were you here to take part in the fight?
Yeah, I'm here to fight as Haramon's champion.
Well, that's a surprise. Never thought the Grey Wardens would take an interest in our king.
I don't.
Let me just put you into the schedule here. Now, is there a particular name you wish listed?
The name's Duke Nukem.
We'll just call you Grey Warden.
Yeah.
Seeing as those human names are a real burr to pronounce. We actually have an opening in the first round. Are you ready to start?
I have a few things I want to do first.
Come back soon. You'll be fighting the bout as soon as both fighters are ready.
Right.
Look, I already told the Proving Master I withdrew. Do you have to keep harassing me?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, that sounded genuine. If you weren't looking for me, do me a favor and pretend I never said anything.
Did someone make you drop out of the Proving?
I left the Proving on my own business, and I have no intention of discussing it.
Haramon's kind of pissed that his own cousin would walk out on him like that.
Oh, don't put it that way. Look, it's just, when I was younger, I had a thing with this Idukan girl, Revelka. Lesser cousin, nowhere near the throne. Her family wanted her marrying up, so they matched her with a BMO. But we didn't exactly stop seeing each other.
Ah, so you're being blackmailed. Spit it out.
Balin's fighter Miyaja showed me love letters they have, from Revelka to me. If I fight, they'll expose us.
Nah, I'm getting those letters back.
You do that? I don't know how to thank you. I know it's my own fault, but I'd have married her if I could. Balin's fighter Miyaja has the letters. If you make sure she never shows them to anyone, I'll fight for Haramon again. But you need to find them quickly. Registrations close once the first bout starts.
You new in the fights? I don't remember seeing you before.
You don't get out much, do you? I'm Duke Nukem, Grey Warden.
It's a pleasure. Sorry it can't be longer. Name's Guidon, and I just tendered my resignation. Somehow I don't think the ancestors will favor me today.
Why'd you drop out?
It's not so much what happened, as what's going to. I heard from a reliable source Lord Haramon's already given up the throne. Balin called this whole proving to let his lordship save face when he concedes.
That's not what I heard.
Oh? And where did you hear this that's more reliable than a member of the Assembly?
I heard it from me. And I'm rallying people for Harrowmont.
I suppose there's nothing his lordship would do without consulting Doolin. He's always been his top man. Maybe you're right. I'm just a warrior. I've always tried to stay out of these noble politics. If I find out this whole thing was some flunky of Balin's lying to me for his own gain, I'll...
Get back in the proving and kick some fucking heads.
Maybe I will at that.
You must be the Grey Warden. Luke John said one of you signed up.
They said the Warden's here to fight for Harrowmont.
I guess we'll have to show what kind of tricks we learn in Orzammar.
Like had a brown nose to a self-proclaimed king.
I think the Warden's insulting our king.
And here we plan to go easy on you.
I hear you've been threatening some fighters.
Is that an accusation? It's illegal to threaten proving fighters outside the ring.
Not helping them keep their dirty secrets, though. That's another story.
I want to see those letters.
I bet you would.
Just tell Basil Harrowmont to fight.
Then you'll see them. On the front page of a broadsheet.
Come on, Luke John. We have a fight to prepare for. You are quickly overstepping your welcome.
Good, you're back. I was about to start looking for you. Are you ready to fight? Remember, once the fight begins, the roster is final. No new additions are accepted, and all withdrawals are marked as losses.
Who am I fighting in the first round?
Looks like Suern's drawn first bout. He was one of the youngest champions ever. Beat his own father at 12 years old. All for the right to earn his battle status 2 years early. Are you ready to start?
Yeah, let's get this going.
That's what I like to hear. I will warn you, though. This is your last chance to make preparations or meet the competition. Once the fights begin, there are no new additions to the roster. All withdrawals are treated as losses and a sign of the ancestors' disfavor.
Yeah.
Do you want to start, or would you like some time? The fighters' quarters are behind the ring.
What are we waiting for? Let's get this fight going.
Go down to the ring, then. I'll be right there. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. First up is Suern of the Warrior Caste. Many of you remember when Suern made history as a lad of 12 by defeating his own father in this very ring. Today, he fights as a champion for Prince Balin. Opposing him, in Lord Harrowmont's name, is a member of the famed Grey Wardens.
In the name of House Idukan and our future King Balin.
Get ready to eat those words.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
1-on-1.
No quarter shall be given. Our skill has won the day.
The winner is the Grey Warden!
You better fucking believe it.
That was an exciting start, Warden. Suern is rarely trounced, and so thoroughly. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Who's next?
Next, you're up against Miaja and Luke John. As twins, they've always been allowed to fight as a single person. They're warrior caste, but their mother was a smith, so watch out for Miaja's hammer. And don't forget Luke John. Most fighters do, and end up with a knife in their spine. Are you ready to begin?
Just point me to the ring.
All right, then. I'll see you out there. This round, Harrowmont's champion takes on the notorious duo, the warrior caste twin terrors, now fighting for Prince Balin, Miaja and Luke John.
May the stone honor you.
When you fall.
Sure, and make the dirt taste good when I feed it to you.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Right, let's go after the one who's probably, Nope, he fell easy.
The winner is the Grey Warden!
Yep.
Well, that was an exciting bout. 2 on 1, and you took them both easily. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Yeah, who's next this time?
Well, this bout should be quick and dirty. You'll be fighting Hanashan, one of the legendary Silent Sisters. She's a ferocious fighter and dedicated enough to cut out her own tongue. Are you ready to begin?
Yeah, let me to the ring.
All right then, I'll see you out there. Paramount's champion has held the field so far, but how will he do against one of the legendary Silent Sisters? We'll find out as the Warden faces Lady Hanashan, who proved her worth to Paragon Ashtith the Grey by cutting out her own tongue, and to our Prince Balin by fighting in his name.
Is self-mutilation supposed to frighten me?
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
That was a little too easy.
The winner is the Grey Warden! Paramount will be pleased, Warden. The Silent Sister support was a great boost for Balin. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Yeah, who's next this time?
This should be a good match. You'll battle Wojek Ivo, master of all weapons, prisoner of none. He makes it a point never to use the same technique twice. Are you ready to begin?
Yeah, bring me to the ring again.
All right then, I'll see you out there. This round is paired combat. Just as Kiakshet fought as King Bloodwick II, defending our empire, so have dwarves always fought alongside a second. Master of all weapons, prisoner of none, Wojek Ivo has never won the same way twice. What will he do today, lords and ladies? And will it win the day for Prince Balin? Grey Warden, choose your second, for you face Wojek Ivo and Valans.
I'll fight with Haramont's warrior, Gwydon.
Your trust humbles me.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
Enemies approaching. Get off! No!
The winner is the Grey Warden! Wojek Ivo is one of the best this arena has seen, Warden. Paramount picked wisely. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Then who's next?
This is the championship round. A full squad-on-squad combat. Piotr Naidukan leads the same team he's taken to victory in over a dozen Deep Roads expeditions. Are you ready to face the final test?
Yeah, time to win this.
May the ancestors choose wisely. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. Only 2 warriors remain. Fighting for his royal cousin Balin, Piotr Naidukan has led his team to triumph over every unit so far. Challenging him on behalf of Lord Haramont, the Grey Warden has risen from nothing to stand at the competition summit. Each will lead a full unit of 4 soldiers to see once and for all whom the ancestors favor.
You fight well, but your judgment is questionable. The throne will never leave House Idukan.
Shut up and fight.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight! Yeah!
Ah, I do get all of them.
Now you can't see it. Hey!
Yeah, that's annoying. Now, one left.
The winner is the Grey Warden! Congratulations! You defeated the man Prince Trian himself once called the Horns of my army. Do you deny this Grey Warden has earned the championship? Then it is my honor to declare this Grey Warden champion of the Proving, who has shown that the ancestors favor Lord Harrowmont.
Are we done? I could use a fucking drink.
Spoken like a true warrior!
As it keeps saying,
you, dog. Do you know how many of your kind urinated on me in that village? And all I could do is stand there and watch, helpless. If I see one of those legs of yours lift so much as an inch in my direction, pow! I'm glad we have this understanding. At least your kind can be reasoned with, unlike those damned feathered fiends.
There we go.
Atrosvala, champion. I hear your performance in the Proving was nothing short of amazing. I thank you for whatever you said to Guidon. He fought like a Berescarn and showed many Deshers the strength of House Harrowmont's support. There can no longer be any doubt where your sympathies lie. If you're ready, Lord Harrowmont will see you now.
Good. Lead the way.
His lordship is looking forward to meeting you.
I appreciate what you have done, Warden, and I apologize for putting one of your rank through such trials. I am Lord Pyral Harrowmont, and I thank you for your efforts to help me preserve King Endrin's throne.
All I'm here for is support against the Blight.
For us, the Darkspawn are a constant menace, so a Blight may not elicit the same urgency you are used to. Ultimately, the Assembly decides what troops to send. If they no longer fear civil war, they'll have no reason to hold back. If you want my support to count, I will have to be king. And right now, there is no sure way to get there. Have you heard of a woman named Jarvia and the criminal Carta she runs?
What about him?
The Assembly receives pleas every day from the common folk, begging that something be done about her. So far, no one has managed. Jarvia hides her base in Dusttown, the raw edges of the city where no one lives but castless and criminals. If you would help me in this, it would show the Assembly that I, and not Balin, have the ability to defend and rule this city.
Okay, fine. I'll go and do that now.
Do this, and I promise if I take the throne, I will not stop until the Assembly sends your troops. Look for Jarvia in Dusttown. Do whatever it takes to see that justice is served.
Oh, we have a welcoming committee.
Harrowmont has suckered the war supply. Balin will not allow it.
Very well.
Let us enter!
As you say.
Yeah, that was messy.
Why do the poor not rise up against their betters? This I never understood.
There's a rich one. We'll get plenty for their
It's begun.
Damn you!
Good, another down.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
Name's Duke Nukem, Grey Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity, especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
I'd have to hear what you're asking first.
No offense, but your kings have some laws that don't make sense in a practical kind of world. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium, the sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting a delivery of a stone's weight. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
Sounds dangerous if you're paying that much.
More so for someone like you, I guess. Most dwarves born down here have a natural immunity. Other races, there are problems if they spend too long with the ore. The real issue is that lyrium's valuable. It's only found down here, and human mages can't work without it.
Sounds like I wouldn't approve of your kind of opportunity.
Long as you keep your eyes down and your mouth shut, we've got no further business.
Have you a coin to spare, my lord? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Maybe if you got some information.
What information? I don't know anything. Unless you want the names of every mining family in Orzammar. That's what I was. Before.
So you don't know anything about Jarvia?
I know people are scared of her. I'm sorry I don't know more. I haven't been down here long. I still don't know how to do it, really. How do people live like this?
I don't have time for bullshit. I'm going.
Of course not. Why should you care? You look at me and see the same shame everyone else does.
It has begun.
What are you looking for? We got nothing to buy for the likes of you. Or maybe you wanted to sell.
What do you know about Jarvia?
Enough to know she don't fancy strangers asking questions.
Why is everyone so scared of her?
Her base goes everywhere in Orzammar. You cross her or even talk bad, your bones end up in the lava.
Would you know any more if the question came with some silver?
Could be. If 30 silver came my way, I might know a bit.
Here's 20. If I like your information, you might get more.
Fine. Only Jarvia's men knew all the entrances to her base. But I tell you, I've watched them. They go up to what look like bare walls, and poof! Gone. Like there's a secret door. There's one just across the way. Watch long enough, and you'll see. Now you owe me 30 silver.
Right, here you go.
Pleasure doing business. Now you want to buy something, or are we done?
We're done.
That's what I thought.
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dust Town. Help a poor cripple?
Maybe, if you got something I can use.
What are you looking for?
Know anything about the Carta?
Know it? I lived it, my friend. And let me tell you, it's worse now than in my day. Jarvia took over the Carta not more than a year ago, and already she's got every duster with both legs bearing swords for her.
So, where can I find her?
Won't be easy. She's gotten real careful since Barat died. Real paranoid. She's got Carta members all carrying these fingerbone tokens. She scratches some mark into them so she'll know they came from her. There's doors to her base all over the city, but only one is ever open at a time. And if you show up without a token, you'd never know it was there.
So where do I get one of these tokens?
Can't help you there, Selrocka. The Carta members keep them real tight. Now, how about that coin you promised?
Sure, here's 5.
I'll think of you when I go to bed with a full stomach.
Well, look what we have here. Jarvia said you were looking for trouble. Congratulations. You found it.